work on a team? How many of you work on multiple teams? Teams are a very normal part of our organizations today. A few years ago, we did a survey of over 300 people in our client organizations and asked about their experiences with teams. And among the findings, about 84% of respondents said it was very common for their organizations to form and utilize teams as a way of doing business and getting work done. Yet, what we also know from working with our client organizations is that despite the explosion of teams in the workplace, many of us are still not very good at effectively working on teams, which we all know can often feel like the proverbial herding of cats. One of our workshops in our ELS series is entitled Strategies for Terrific Teamwork. And in this workshop, we provide team members with tools and techniques needed for team effectiveness. As for the workshop itself, it unfolds primarily in 3 segments. First, we present foundational information and definitions around teams, effective teamwork, the type of teams, and just why teams matter. Second, we explore team dynamics through a team-based simulation that is then analyzed through 11 common characteristics of effective teams and Tuckman's classic stages of team development model. And third, we focus on 3 practices for being a terrific team member, which gives participants actionable ways to build trust, communicate courageously, and demonstrate personal accountability in teams. But what it is then that makes working on a team sometimes so difficult or hard? Well, that's typically the fundamental tension between autonomy and cooperation. That's a big part of what makes it so hard for teams to work effectively together. Every person on the team has his or her own needs, wants, and agenda. Yet a team requires cooperation and collaboration in order to work properly together. For example, one of the difficulties we often hear regarding teams is the need for accountability. That accountability often doesn't happen. The team needs individuals to do things on the group's behalf, yet individuals often don't follow through. So that tension between autonomy and cooperation is so fundamental and one that you see show up again and again during our workshop. So come and explore this workshop with us to see how teams develop and how you can be a more effective and successful team member. We hope you consider joining us for our next Emerging Leaders series. See you next time.